High Priest Aaron, thank you for joining us, and we are also igniting the presence of the 14 gods that we are the embodiment of. So this is really truly a beautiful opportunity that we have the High Priest Aaron helping us here. And of course, we do this intuitively and through the guidance of High Priest Aaron. And this is it. This is it. So now we are following on with a second letting go, and High Priest Aaron calls it letting go of the ghosts. High Priest Aaron is also saying that we are to do this on a daily basis. That helps our spirit to in this mentality and submission to letting go. By the when we let go, we will be able to let go of the ghost joyously. So there we go. So we have red. This is the color of the plaque or the garment that the high priest was meant to, or high priest Aaron wore. So basically, and those, if you are joining us for the first time, the high priest Aaron, who led the children of Israel into the promised land. We have seen promise is 9 and land is 4. So we see there is a correlation here, promised land. So we have the 9 and we have 4, and we also see that the number 13 is representing the 12 tribes of Israel, and of course the leader. We could see, of course, we know that the leader dies or does not make it into the promised land because he gives up the ghost for the son. That's how High Priest Aaron puts it. He gives up the ghost. Each time one dies, or we say died, they have given up the ghost to the son. Okay, so which is really beautiful. And so we have the blue, which represents the sky, and we have red represents the earth. So we see how, and we have the spirit, which is said the spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep. So where here we also see that this was a cycle, moved upon the face of the deep. So there was a cycle right here. This was, and then it was after having the eighth entry of Mother Eve in Genesis of chapter 1, where Mother Eve had said, let there be light, let there be waters, let there be waters, and let there be a firmament, and all those. On the eighth one, she says, let us make man in our image after our likeness. This is where a new creation takes place again. And High Priest Aaron is reminding us this is exactly what we are doing with 2020, meaning two twos. Two, when we do the numerical value for two, TWO is 13. And of course, 13 is 4. And with 2, so this is 8. And so this is forming a new template. High Priest Aaron is reminding us that we are now setting a new template, and it is very important that we understand what it is that we are putting in that template, what it is we are intending to put in a template. It's like baking a cake. You bake and have all your ingredients. What is the ingredients? He's asking, what is the ingredients that you are wanting to bake your cake with? What ingredients are you collecting right now? When you go shopping, what is it that you buy? What is it that you are imagining? What is it that you are thinking? What is it that you are really wanting to create? These are the things that are creating your cake that you are going to put in this template, and that is going to be set for the next 20 years. Or we have another High Priest Aaron is also saying there is a demarcation of 2 years, and then there's a demarcation of the 7 years, and then we have 14 years, and then we have 20 years. This is what I am getting. It's like there is going to be that demarcation of all these. It's whether we are taking a slice of what we have baked and we are tasting it at those times or those intervals, and to see what it is that what we have baked, the ingredients. Are they coming up the way we want it, or how we thought it, or how we dreamt it, or how we weaved it? Like the cloak or that he wore had to be weaved. It was twine, meaning it's the word, yeah, twine. That was really what he wore going into the tabernacle. So High Priest Aaron is really saying to us, this is why with in the movie The Matrix, we have the red pill and we had the blue pill. All of these are not by chance. He is saying this is not by chance that you had been watching The Matrix, whereas you have been given this book for ages, and it's that you had not taken the time to read it through the modality of which you could really make sense of it, which is numerology. Numerology is the key right here. He says, he reminds us that Neo is number 7. When you do Neo and to say he is the one, the word Neo, Neo, is 1, and this is 7 plus 7. Morpheus is also 7. You see these are repeating the word 7, the number 7, just like Mother Eve utters 7 when she says, let there be light. The term that Mother Eve really uses the two things, the word let and the word the. The is very crucial. The is also an aspect of there, because whatever is there is also here. And we are the. So the is 6 and let is actually 10. So 1 plus 6 is 7. This is the 7 we are talking about right here. And Mother Eve had been consistent with this on the 7th entry. Right there on the 7th entry. So just High Priest Aaron is saying, do count 7 sevens. I have to break it down. So 4 sevens 28 and 3 sevens 21. So this is 49. 4 plus 9 is 13. Ah, this is it. This is what High Priest Aaron is actually wanting us to see. So, and this is why, this is what High Priest Aaron is saying. Every time you see 13, this is why it is the death card. This is in the tarot. This is why it is the death number. This is why it is that which people buy into. But death, he says, on the other side is life. Through the death you get life. You have to go through this. And it says that 13 dies, and he is reminding us it's the same way Jesus Christ actually bore the 13 the 12 disciples, just like Aaron bore the 12 tribes. Jesus Christ bore the 12 disciples, and he was 13. And that's what happened with Aaron as well. So when he died, he was 13, but the son became 14, and that correlates with the 14 gods that we are created, or we are the embodiment of. We are the embodiment of 14 gods. This story coincides exactly like in every other biblical story that we could read, or whether it was through Abraham. Abraham had this 8. He was 17, just like Moses. Moses, when he was Abraham, like, we're going to make this one short. We are really going to make this one short. So he was Abraham, Abram, and 12914. He was 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. So there was a template there. But of course, Sarah was 21, and God had to change Sarah's name as well as his, because then Abraham became 26, meaning 2 plus 6 is 8. And of course, that was the template that was being set for the 12 tribes of Israel. And of that also coincides with Sarah, because Sarah then now became 20, and the word 20 also says 8. So there were two sets of 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. There was a new creation, just like Mother Eve have said. This is just really, we've got to get this, people. We've got to get this. The cycle of sevens. Just like Mother Eve had this, let there be light, let there be a firmament, let there be the heavens, let there be bring forth grass, let the lights be in the firmament, let the waters bring forth abundant creatures, let the earth bring forth living things. And so we see that what was consistent was all this let there or let the. But in each of these we could extract the word the, the, wherever it was. And that would be consistent. That was consistent. So when we do this, we have seen that that comes to 13. That comes to 13. And 13 is 9. Our numbers go from 1 to 9. And in fact, we have been told that 9 and numbers are actually, it's from 8 is not a number, it's a function. And that which is birth, it's like you're going into the incubator. You have been birthed and you are in the incubator. You just put the cake in the oven or in the pan to set. It's just there, and things are not, you haven't heated the oven yet, so with the rising agent for it to take rise, because this is why the word lie, L-I-E, thank you. I keep wanting to say Father Aaron, and maybe it's okay to say Father Aaron because you're a high priest anyway. So thank you. So that's why the word lie, which is 3, 9, 5, adding this together, this is 14, this 15, 16, 17. 17 is just like God. Just like God, just like Moses. 1 plus 7 is 8. And that's why the lie is also 8. So the lie needs to have some kind of reverberation, some kind of energy, some kind of stimulus, some kind of attention for it to grow, for it to take shape. And that is very important, that we know what we are giving life to, in that sense, because life is 5. So we need to have 5, which is life, to bring this alive, to form life, L-I-F-E, which is 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. When we add this together, we have 13. And so we see 13 is really, and of course, 5 is the key, 5 is anchor, 5 is home. And we have so much of this in our faces right now. When we are asked to stay home, we are really asked to anchor. The word anchor is also 5. We are asked to anchor onto something that is going to help us put our things in order, that template. We are asked to take time and really see what it is we are going to bake, what it is we are going to make, what it is we are going to cause. We are now ready to ignite the gods within us, because after this template is formed, then we go through the whole process of going and die on the Mount Hall, and then the ghost goes up to the sun. Stay ignited. Stay ignited.